Welcome to my channel, Stitch Crafts with George, with me, George. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. I hear I'm mainly talking about cross stitch and a few other crafts that I enjoy. And if you are returning, then welcome back and thank you so much for coming back too. I firstly need to apologise because I didn't do a video last week. There is a good reason for this though. I actually ended up in hospital last weekend. I woke up in the night and I had really bad stomach pain. And I sort of put up with it all night, even though I was hot and sweating and sick, and it was really painful. Don't ask me why I didn't ring for an ambulance, or I just didn't go to hospital, but that's just me. And then I basically ended up in hospital the next day, and they said I had a UTI and also appendicitis. So I ended up staying in, and then I think it was about a day later they took me down and operated and took out the appendix. It was keyhole surgery, so it was quite quick operation, and I was home then, I think it was the next day. So yeah, it was over within about 3 days, but it felt like a lifetime, because it always do, doesn't it, when you go into hospital? Every minute feels like an hour in those places, but they were all super lovely and they really looked after me, and my family were all amazing. Thank you if you're watching. So yes, anyway, so hence why I didn't get to do a video last weekend, and this week I've just been really resting up. However, every cloud has a silver lining, of course, and I've got quite a lot of stitching done this week because I've basically been sat on my butt, not doing a lot. I did start to do a few bits when I got back, and I could soon tell that I was just being a bit eager and doing too much too quick, so I soon calmed myself down and thought, take the time to do some stitching, George, you know, why not? Luckily I had this week off work anyway. I didn't expect to be sat around not doing a lot, to be honest, and recovering from an operation. However, I was supposed to be going out and around with my daughter this week. We had lots of plans, so that kind of ruined that in a way, but hey, these things can't be helped, can they? So I wanted to say a massive thank you to Carla at Carla Being Crafty. I'll pop a link to her channel below. Some of you may already watch her, and I think some of you might already have popped over to me from Carla, because she actually gave me a shout out in her last video last weekend, which I cannot tell you totally made my day, because I'd just come home from hospital and I couldn't wait to watch Carla's video because I love her videos, and then she gave me a mention there, and I was just like, oh, I could have cried, I was that happy. So thank you, Carla, and she's such a lovely lady. I think this is one of the best things about the Flosstube community, actually, is, you know, I'm here in England, in Dorset, and there's Carla in America, and you know, we're at complete opposite sides of the world, yet Carla's messaging me the other day to see how I'm doing after my operation, which I thought was absolutely lovely of her. And you're linking with other people, no matter where they live, all through this love of stitching, which I think is just amazing, and that's what I love the best, I think, about Flosstube, as well as watching everybody's videos and seeing what everybody's stitching and so forth. I think it's the sense of community. So please do pop over and check Carla's page out. You won't be disappointed. She does some lovely projects, and I really love to see the diversity between what is stitched in other countries compared to what, you know, that I stitching, what's really available to me in England. I appreciate you can probably order from wherever in the world, but it seems to be we all have different stitching styles and different types of kits and charts that are really available to us, so I find that really interesting. Anyway, so thank you, Carla, again, and hi if you're watching. So as I said, this week I've got a lot done in the way of stitching. I actually managed to finish my parrot. I finished that actually whilst I was in hospital pretty much, just had a little bit of back stitch to do when I got home. But yeah, he's all finished now. So for those of you who hadn't seen my previous videos, this was the parrot that I was stitching. It's a Bobby Threads design, Parrot on Parade, and yeah, he was the one I was stitching. I started him months and months ago, and I didn't pick him up again for some time, and I just really been concentrating on him, getting him done. So, ta-da! He's all done, all finished. I'm so happy that he's done now. I'm going to get him off to the framers ASAP. I do sometimes frame work myself, but I just think it looks nicer. They seem to stretch the fabric out better and get the mount right and things like that. So yeah, so he's all done. So my daughter Zoe is made up now. She's going to have her parrot for her bedroom wall. I really enjoyed finishing and stitching this one off because although I was in hospital, it was actually quite relaxing in a weird way because they sat me by the window and it was quite by a busy car park. So I was kind of just sat there in a comfortable position in the chair by the window, nice breeze coming through, just sat there stitching, watching the world go by. So it's actually quite nice. Maybe I should have asked them if I could stay another day. No, I'm just kidding. I really wanted to go home. So yeah, that's my parrot. He's all done. So obviously I've been straight away thinking, what am I going to start now? I had all these ideas in my head. I've always got loads of ideas in my head what I want to be doing. I'm sure you all do. But the ones that I've actually started are, well, it's a Geeky Stitching Company kit, which, you know, I've done a previous video about their kits and their charts. This one I've been wanting to do for ages. It's quite a small one. It's in a 5-inch hoop. This is the design. Sorry about the light. It's "You are pricking awesome," which is so adorable. And this is how far I've got. So I've done quite a bit. Probably because I've just been sat around all the week. But yeah, I've done quite a lot. So I've done all of the black outline. I haven't done the words yet. They're the bits that I need to do in black. And I've just started to fill in all the colour. So I've done the green, the dark green. Obviously there's another lighter green, and then I've started to do these pink bits. I think once you put the colour in, it starts to come to life then. So yeah, I haven't got, well, I say I haven't got much to do, but obviously filling in that is going to be quite time consuming, I guess. And then there's the little, is it pricks? What do you want to call them? You know, the pointy bits on the cactus. So yeah, I've got that to do. And what do you think about my needle minder? I love that one. I thought it's quite cute. I'm like this. I like to tie things in, even though it really doesn't matter because it's only me that really sees it when I'm stitching it. But if I can get something to match, I will. So obviously I'm stitching a cactus. So I'm using my cactus needle minder. I've actually brought all my needle minders to show you today because I thought that might be nice to do because I will probably end up with like 1,000 by the time I pass away or whatever, because, you know, and Zoe's going to end up with like 1,000 needle minders because I just love them. I think they're adorable. So yeah, that's how far I've got with that one. So I guess I could probably finish that in a week or so. It really does depend because, like I say, I've got my finger in other pies now. I have started a bigger project as well, and I've started using my Q-snap frame. I have never used a Q-snap frame before, but I've seen all of you using them on here, and to be fair, I do find it quite annoying with the flapping fabric around the hoop. So, and it does obviously mark the fabric quite a lot, doesn't it, when you use a hoop? So I thought I'll give the Q-snap a try. So I've actually put it together this week, and I'm actually enjoying using it, to be fair. It's a lot easier to hold, and it just feels sturdier, and it doesn't hurt my wrist as much to hold it. So that's good. So this is the design that I've started. It's Summer Cove. I love it. As I've said before, I just love these seaside designs. I think they're awesome. Love it. And this is based on Paul Liggins' art, and Paul's a local artist to me, and he does all these really fun, vibrant seaside pictures. Obviously his is artwork, but they've based this on one of his pictures, so I think it's awesome. So this is where I've got to so far. Put my hand behind there so you can see it better. So it's the camper van in the middle of the design. I've done quite a lot of it really, because there's quite a few stitches in there, if you can make that out. So that's probably took me a couple of days to do that. Obviously I haven't been sat there solidly stitching for a couple of days, but that's how long it's took me. And I got this lovely fabric guard to go around it. I thought I'd go with a mermaidy sort of theme, or fishy scale theme, because obviously a lot of what I stitch is seasidey, and I thought that quite tied in quite well. And also I'm using my mermaid needle minder. It's so sparkly, I don't really know if you can pick that up. So I thought that looked quite cute. So yeah, so on the design I'm doing it on this bit here, so right in the middle. So hopefully by the time I show you again next week I would have done a bit more on that one. But yeah, I'm loving that one. I didn't realise that the Ada is actually printed in the colour. So it's in two colours, if you can make it out. It's greeny here, and then there's blue up here. And apparently, because some of it you're stitching in one strand thinly, so I kind of think that the colour from the fabric comes through a little bit from underneath. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing how that turns out, because I've never done that before, I don't think. Not with two different colours like that to get an effect. I've stitched on different coloured fabrics, but not with two in one. So that's quite interesting, I think. So we'll see how that goes. What else have I done? Well, I've now got all of my supplies ready for my sale that I'm going to be doing, which is a Christmas sale. It's by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It's called Deck the Halls. I haven't got the first chart yet. The first part comes out on the 6th of September, so it's not long. But yeah, basically I've got all of my bits here. I'll show you the fabric. I don't know if you'll really be able to make out the colour, but it's a kind of grey. I think it was called pewter grey, and I was thinking, oh god, it's going to be really dark, but actually it's quite a nice pale colour when it turned up. So it's going to make all the colours pop, I think, on it. The colours that I'm using are, I shall show you, mainly these kinds of colours. So we've got like blues, these nice greens, reds, these lush sort of almost sea colours, I think. So yeah, some really gorgeous colours, and there's also black and white as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Obviously I have no idea really what it's going to look like. I've had a little sneak peek from a little tiny bit, but that's the excitement of a sale, isn't it really? You don't know fully what it's going to be like until you've done it or you're doing it. So that's really exciting. So I'm happy that I've got all of that sorted. The other thing that I have ready to start, she says, is my Stranger Things chart. I purchased just the chart off an Etsy shop, Ailton Embroidery. This is the design. It might not really mean a lot to you if you're not a Stranger Things fan, but it's going to be in a 10-inch hoop when it's done, so it's quite a big one, really. But I've bought the fabric. I chose a kind of lilac-y colour, because a lot of the colours on there are sort of, well, it's sort of like nighttime. I didn't want to go for anything too dark, like black or dark blue, because to be fair, I really struggle stitching on that colour fabric, so I kind of thought I'll go with lilac, and then if it's showing a little bit around the edge, it's not really going to look that bad. So that was what I'm thinking anyway. I've got a lot of colours for this one. Loads. Reds and greens and yellows and lots of sort of greys and blues for this one. So I'm all ready to start on this one, really. I've got my 10-inch hoop. Got to fit my head in there. Wow. Yeah, so I'm ready to go, really. It's just a matter of starting it, isn't it? I'm kind of thinking, should I wait? Because I'm doing 2 already, and then I'm going to be starting my sale in 2 weeks' time. But then I'm thinking, oh, what's the harm in setting up another one? You could just pick it up when you want to, can't you? So I may well do that. We shall see what happens. So what I thought I'd do now is show you my needle minders that I have collected. Do you all use needle minders? Let me know below. Let me know what your favourite one is. There are just millions, aren't there, of different designs. This is one of my favourites. He's so cute. Little fishy. Obviously appropriate, being me. This is the needle minder that I actually have for specifically for the sale that Caterpillar Cross Stitch did. It's the gingerbread man. Hello. I nickname him Gingy after Shrek. So yeah, he's Gingy. This is one of my favourite ones that I use quite a lot because I love owls. That was a little cute one. This one is beautiful. It's a bee, because as I've said before, I absolutely love bees. I think that one is really gorgeous. I don't know if you can get the full effect of it, to be fair. It is really pretty, but yeah, that's another one. This one is a cutesy one. Skein Queen. It's very glittery and pretty. So I like that one. I love this one. Gingerbread House. Obviously I'll be cracking that one out on some of my Christmas stitching. Really love that one. And of course, you've got to have one for every time of year, haven't you? So I have a Happy Halloween needle minder, and last one that I can find, I think I've got a couple more somewhere, but it's my little pineapple guy, little kawaii pineapple, because I love kawaii. So he's a little cute one. Yeah, so there, whoa, oh my gosh. There is literally just an orgy of needle minders just happened on my thing. It was went, okay, I didn't realise the magnets were that strong. So anyway, yeah, that's my collection of needle minders. I'm always on the lookout for more, and probably will end up with more. So there we go. If I get any more, I'll show you as I buy them. Something that I picked up earlier, I went out for a little walk. I haven't really been out much since my operation, but I went out for a little walk today to my local Home Bargains. It's only 5 minutes walk. And I found these. There's 10 blank cards and envelopes. So they're just plain. They don't have the holes for the, you know, putting your cross stitch inside. But I really fancy doing some like little cross stitch designs and then putting some fabric behind maybe, or some of the coloured paper and some washi tape or some little embellishments, and fraying the edges of the cross stitch and putting it on and doing like that, you see what I mean? Sort of make a pretty picture. So I'm going to give that a go somewhere. So just add that to my other massive list of things that I want to do. But you know, that is definitely something that I want to have a go. And I thought, since these were like, well, they were less than £2 for 10 of them, I thought that's not bad. I'll just pick some of those up and put those by, and then when I fancy having a little dabble, I shall have a go. And obviously I'll let you know what they look like. I apologise if I look hot and bothered today, but it is a really warm day. And I didn't want to put the fan on because you just won't be able to hear me because it's quite loud. But yeah, it's a really lovely day. So that was a nice day for a little walk today. In 3 weeks' time, I am going to the Handmade Festival with my friend Sarah. I've mentioned it in my other videos. It's brilliant, and this time there's going to be a lot more stitchy stuff there, because they've sent through a list of all the people that are going to be there selling their things that either they've made or things, you know, craft supplies that you can buy. And it seems like it's going to be a lot bigger this year. I haven't been for 2 years, but when we first went, it was brilliant. It was such a good day. But as I previously mentioned, there wasn't much in the way of cross stitch there, really. So it's nice to see this year there will be. So I'm going to probably do a couple of videos off the back of my trip. I'll do one with some footage so you can see what it's like. And then I'll do another one with my stash of what I've bought, because it is my birthday next month. So a few of my family members have very lovingly said they'll give me my birthday money a week early so that I can treat myself while I'm there, because obviously, you know, you might not see some of these things again. So, although I guess, you know, a lot of people have their Instagram or websites, and hopefully I have some business cards that I can take. And if I find anyone, you know, cross stitch related, then I'll definitely put links below for you when I do, so that you can go and check them out as well. So that would be nice. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going without Zoe, so it'll just be me, myself and my friend Sarah. So we'll be up to lots of mischief, no doubt. Only in a crafty way, nothing naughty. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that a lot. Oh my god, just quickly, I've just had to come across the room because I didn't realise, but my lovely Lightning has been in here listening to me the whole time. Look. Hello, Lightning. Ah, my gorgeous boy. Isn't he cute? Yeah, so I didn't realise, but I've obviously been boring him to sleep, so I just had to share that. So I think that's me for now. I will speak to you again in a week. Promise I won't disappear next weekend. Well, I'm not planning to anyway, put it that way. And I hope you have a brilliant week. Lots of cross stitching or crafting or whatever you like to do. And thank you for watching. And thank you to those of you who subscribed to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you would like to, if you're new. And don't forget to hit the bell, because then that tells you of when I've posted any videos. Okay, well, thanks a lot then. I'll see you in a week. Bye.